This is Soggy Nachos Podcast. My name is John L. And what's up, Charlie? How you doing, sir?
Come on, man. I'm incredible all day, every day. Can't help
All day. That's a lot of time. Frank
I got a lot of
Nitty, what's
time.
up, cuz?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. Hey, Frank,
Talk to me.
are you ready, man? Are you ready for your segment, for you to show the world what time it is for this week?
I was born ready, so let's do this.
That was a long time ago, though.
We, Soggy Nachos, present to you for week 4, You're an Idiot. You're an idiot. What is You're an Idiot? It's pretty self-explanatory. This week in the NFL, somebody was an idiot. And
Easy.
Frank Nitty is going to tell y'all exactly who that somebody is. So, Frank, the floor is yours, sir.
And without further ado, let's not beat around the bush or waste no time. Miami Dolphins step down onto the stage. We got to have a conversation because you're an idiot as an organization. So,
Reach.
I think we've all been watching football long enough. Even if you haven't, you've seen concussions have been a thing maybe for the last 6-7 years that people have cared about them, right? And we all kind of have gotten a sense of what concussions are and how they work, and just kind of when somebody's having one and some of the symptoms, when you have one. So if we date back to week 3 when the Dolphins were playing the Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, it looked like a routine play. It didn't look like anything crazy. But then when you saw the replay, he got flung to the ground and he bashed his head. It looked like he hit his head pretty hard. So, and he got up, or he tried to get up and was doing like a dance or a 2-step that, a wobbly chicken leg or whatever the hell was happening.
Looked like Daniel Jones out there.
Right. And had to come out of the game. And, everybody's like, oh, he clearly is probably not going to play because that's,
he couldn't come back in the game, right?
Right. There's no way, because that's concussion. Like, even if sometimes that's concussion. There's no way. So they said he had a head and a back injury and came back and was like, I don't know what happened in the locker room. But, came back and was like, nah, he just has a back injury. And he came and he played the rest of that game.
Idiot. So that's what earned them the idiot, right?
That starts what earned them the idiot. So let's further it then to the beginning of week 4. That's why they're this week's idiot, right? So let's further it. So you're like, oh, that could get worse. So then they decide, even after all of that, they go through the week and he's having back issues.
Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back.
Or whatever. I feel like they were probably still concussion issues, but I'm gonna shut up. So he's having these issues, and they have a Thursday game. They're like, oh yeah, we're still gonna start him. You know what I'm saying?
So not a whole week.
Yeah, not a full week, just like
4 or 5 days.
Like three, actually like 3, because he played the 4th one. You know what I'm saying? So okay.
Uh-huh.
So he gets in the game, you know what I'm saying? And then he takes a hit to the head again. And
God.
That was vicious, because my man was throwing up gang signs with his fingers. It looked bad.
With the grain, and down he goes, slung down at his own 48-yard line.
I hadn't seen one like that in like a long time. Like, it looked really, really bad. And
force in which he hit the ground.
Right. And
anyone would have been knocked out from that.
Part of and let me bring this all home. Part of why they're an idiot is because they're risking all of this. First of all, I think it has something to do with them never even really wanting to as their quarterback. So, yeah, just put him back in the game. We need him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We're not thinking about his long-term health, about anything outside of winning a football game. And there are lots of memes I saw that made me feel how I was. There's a football meme about a coach where, like, this one guy's like, hey, it's from a show of some kind. And the guy's like, coach, can he play? And the doctor, he's like, can he play? And he's like, he's in a coma, coach. And he's like, I said, can he play?
You all right? Coach said it's all right to bleed from the ears. I gotta go back out on the field.
That was from a 9/17 movie, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, right.
That's
what I felt like just happened. Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm understanding correctly. You could have gave them the week 3 idiot, but you gave Garoppolo.
But they compounded
and then they said, dang, I ain't get my award last week. So they decided to go crazy.
Absolutely.
It's insane.
That was good. I ain't gonna lie, that was one of the more gruesome things I've seen. Me and Charlie were talking about this because I don't remember who said it on TV, but somebody said every parent watching that game with their kid
ridiculous
on that night was like, I don't know if I'm playing football, man.
It was like we leaving this without. I already know my kids should never play. If I have kids, they can never play football.
The week 3 one was I think just as egregious as the week 4, because the week 3 where he gets hit to the ground, his head hits the ground, and immediately he grabs his face mask.
Right.
And then he gets up and he like shakes his head, but they call it a back injury. I don't know what back injury you do this.
No, first it was head and back. They acknowledged it at first.
And then he collapses. Like then he can't walk anymore. And then he gets up, they go to the back, halftime comes. He's like, no, he's good. And then all that happens, and then he plays the next game, and the worst of worst case scenarios came up. One sports doctor said if he were to die from second impact trauma, that somebody in Miami should go to jail for murder.
Right, because that is one of the big fears with that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the whole second, that's part of why if you've had a concussion, you're not supposed to come back in. And it's like we understand the whole like the motor thing when you're not like functioning properly after taking like a heavy hit to the head. Like we understand that. And it's like for you to say like it feels like they were like, yo, he's responsive. I get what the protocol is, but he's responsive. He's fine now. It's not that deep. And that is so negligent and so wild. And it's like you can't give it, even if he's like, I'm fine. I thought that was the whole point of having the protocol, to not do that. And you're an idiot, because the worst thing that could ever happen is for someone to die on the field in some type of situation like this. And hey, that's what you're presenting us.
Well, that is your week 4. You're an idiot. Charlie, you want to add something? My fault, bro. I ain't want to cut you off.
Nah,
all right, man. That's good. Well, Charlie, I thought you wanted to add subscribe and comment to everybody. I thought you wanted to add that to the end.
He hit his hand, so he couldn't remember. He couldn't hit his head.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Soggy Nachos Podcast. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, share, like, comment, everything you can
hit that button. Hit that red button.